Bam, we're live. Partially present. That's how I feel. Well said. Thank you. How did you know? How did you know? After 4 days of Wodapalooza, I don't even remember what I do here without Wodapalooza. It's like I forgot what I do. What's my shtick? What do I do? Saber, good morning. Cool looking at all your pictures, dude. Seeing all the people you met this week. That's cool. The Real Kevin Dave interview, this weekend review. I don't know. He's coming on soon. Don't worry. He's coming on soon. You know, I was wondering what happens if you go all the way through SEAL training and then you don't want to kill anyone. I need to ask him that. I was actually thinking about that this morning. I was like, wait, you go through all that training. It's like those people who go through, well, it's like being a doctor, right? You go through all that training, 12 years of training, and then you realize you're full of shit. They've turned you into nothing but a pusher of drugs for pharma. That's all you are. I mean, you know some shit. I don't mean to completely belittle it, but the occupation funnel that they're pushing you in is just horrible. I can't find my backdrop to my show. It's weird. It's gone. When we do shows like Wodapalooza, there's so many people working on the back end and tweaking with stuff. I just can't find it. So I had to go back to this old one. You see it? You see it? I'll pull my picture off. Look at it. You see that? It just says BIRTHFIT Paper Street Coffee. There's a little Yogi Sevan, but there's no I don't see any of the CA peptide stuff. It's under brand 2.0 right above Wodapalooza. Brand 2.0 right under Wodapalooza. No, it's not. It is not. Look at no. It's right. It's right. It's under new 2.0 above the Wodapalooza one. No, that says Zelos Games. God, I wish you were right. It's called Sevan Podcast Background. No. Oh well. It'll work itself out. I ain't tripping. Robert Cowton. Great coverage this weekend. 11 medals. The morning panel with JR and Tyler was excellent. Good. 11. Did we do 11 shows? I think we did more than 11 shows. God knows how many we did. Fuck, so many. Are adult slumber parties acceptable? Are adult slumber parties? Oh, there it is. What the fuck? How did he do that? I mean, dude, I swear I tried that. I swear I tried that. I don't know. All right. Thank you. What do I say? Thank you. Thank you, Will Brandstetter. Thank you. My breathing's a little weird this morning. It was different getting up at 6 a.m. I've been getting up at 7 a.m. for the last 4 days. I got lazy. Pool boy, amazing weekend. Got the results my team wanted and looking forward to the SoCal Wodapalooza. Oh, that's cool. I'm putting on socks. It's cold back here. No, Caleb. No, Souza. Sevi, do you think they will ever use the broadcasting team again? Scott Perkins. Wodapalooza was bad. Hey, I thought, I don't think it was bad. What do you think was bad about it? I thought Sean did a great job. I thought Tommy did a great job. I thought Brian was, I thought Brian's information was great. He was just acting weird. You know, the the joke Hiller made on his Instagram was apropos to the way Brian was acting. It sounded like he was like copying some sort of intonation or trying something new, like he was doing a golf show. And dude, I thought Lauren Khalil was fucking amazing. I know people were just having fun, but dude, imagine that was her first time. I didn't hear she was laughing. People were making fun of her for laughing a lot, but she didn't do any ums or uhs. She was on point. She gave tons of great information. I never thought they were giving any dumb information. I appreciate everything they said. To be completely frank, I never once was like watching and like, man, that was bad. It was only in the comments I'd be like, oh man, people are really having at him. But I didn't think it was bad. I don't think Brian was nervous. I think Brian was nervous and not himself. I don't think he was nervous. I think, what do I think? I just think that before, like I don't know, the other shows, he's done everything, right? And so this was the first time, even when we've done some things together, I completely deferred to him. But this time he was dealing with other people who were exceptionally competent at their job, meaning Sean and Tommy. And so finding a rhythm of back and forth with them was going to be difficult. I didn't have a problem with it at all. Zero, none. I was more than happy. Hey, here's the thing too. I watched some people are like, well, they've never even competed at the highest level. They're not even games athletes, that shit. Okay, fine. But I watched a lot of UFC, and when they brought the ESPN guys to start commentating the UFC, man, it was fucked up. Those are all avid practitioners, at least, of CrossFit. I mean, Lauren Khalil does CrossFit. Sean and Tommy are super proficient at CrossFit. Brian's super proficient. Those are all coaches. Like, they know their shit. Vest season again. Yeah, kinda. I found this on the floor in here. I must have put it on a couple days ago. It's getting cold. I keep telling myself that I'm gonna wear a collared shirt and start wearing vests again just to change shit up. But not a taxidermy. Agree. Khalil is fine. Yeah. I had no issue. I think Lauren gets undue hate. Yeah. But why? Walter, hi. When I was in Little League, a photographer was handing out his website to us before we knew about .org. So when he said it, we thought he was a pedo sending us to an orgy site. Okay, thank you for your contribution. Let's see. Frodo, it was fine. I did notice the extra laugh. I don't care. Here's the thing. This is my favorite question. Jake Chapman, Sevan, what do you think about the Latin division? Latin America division. It's like the homo flag. Like, I had no problem with it forever and ever and ever. Like, have it at the bar, have it at the fucking liquor store. There's people by where I live who have it like up on their garage. It's like, cool. Like, I love it. Like, you're gay and you're proud and like you love same genitalia. Fucking A. I love you. Rock on. Then you put that shit up on my elementary school, and I'm like, no. I don't want the pirate flag at my elementary school. I don't want the I eat fucking vegan flag at my elementary school. I don't want that at my elementary school. I don't want that there. It's not appropriate for obvious reasons. I would do a whole show again saying why it's not cool. Well, I'll just tell you really quick. That's a sex flag that denotes, not connotes, but denotes that I have a cock and that I want cock drug across my face. That's all that flag denotes. It says that. Why would it need to be up in an elementary school? And so the Latin America division, anyone can participate. They have categories for everybody at Wodapaloosa. Why do they need one for Latin Americans? Well, here's the thing that it makes it more acceptable. It's not skin color, it's nationality. That's the thing people get all fucking confused about. I'm not sure why, but it's not necessarily ethnic. It's just a coincidence, I guess, that everyone's south of San Diego is the same ethnicity. But It's just a geographical region, and that shit's okay in sports to have events just for geographical regions, right? That's why the NFL, NBA, Major League Baseball, it's how all that shit split up, the Olympics, all that shit. So for some reason, that's okay. Cool. Okay, I'm okay with that too. But it's just these times that makes me sensitive to it, right? Like, I don't need anyone segregated based on their skin color. But it's not really their skin color. That's just a coincidence. The truth is it's just by region. So, yeah. And the motherfuckers who pay for this whole thing, these guys are like, Colombians or some shit. So, like, yeah, I'm good. Don't lie, Sevy. You're just waiting for the CEO's zip hoodie. I do have one. He made me a one-off that said it has to be CEO across the entire front. I can't have it just up on one side. It's got to be across the whole front. Oh shit! I gotta send Caleb my notes. I just saw Caleb roll in. Caleb just rolled into the office late, rubbing sleep out of his eyes and shit. So that's how I feel about the Latin American division. I think I just pulled a piece of meat out of my mouth. I want to send a little message to hi Caleb.
Good morning.
I want to send a little message out there. They're not going to get it, but just let me rehearse it with you. I want to send a little message out there to all the people out there trying to control other people in the media space. You don't have any control over the media, and if you try to leverage what power you do have over the people in the media space, it's going to backfire. You have no clients that we truly give a fuck about. If you try to control us and say things like, hey, I'm not going to give you access to Caleb anymore if you don't take this down or put this up or do this, then we just won't cover Caleb anymore. And then we will release to the public that you're the agent who's trying to bully the media around. And when that gets out, no one's going to like any of your clients. And it won't matter if your clients are the top 10 women and top 10 best men in CrossFit. We as the media can fucking focus on anyone and blow everyone up. It's what we do. It's our craft. We can focus on Colton Mertens, Tater Tot, Olivia Kerstetter, Ant Haynes. We can pick anyone, David Shrunk. There's plenty of people to just blow the fuck up and just love on. Do not be fucking stupid and think that you're holding all the power. You are not. You do not understand the power structure if that's what you're doing. All of us out here, we all know each other. We're all friends. We're all working together. You start swinging your big dick around and being an asshole to some of us, we'll just fucking out you. You don't control any of us or anything. We can do everything from our home, just fucking around on the internet. There's not one I don't know any lazy people who media people who went to Wodapalooza. Everyone fucking ponied up their own cash. I'm going to use an example that's completely irrelevant just to show you. This guy Pedro is a school teacher, a family man. He lives in Ireland. He ponied up his own big cash, probably over $1,000, $2,000, $3,000 to come out here and work. He knows when he's here that he has to be working the entire time or else he just wasted his $3,000. In his mind, he's like, how am I going to make this $3,000 back? How am I going to build my brand? How am I going to build the services that I'm providing to the community so that I can justify spending this $3,000 instead of using it to buy my kids new clothes and my wife food? It's like that. It's that serious to us. No one's fucking around. It's like that. You're fucking with our lunch money. So don't start. I'm practicing. Thank you for letting me practice. Because there's some people out there who think that they don't understand the power structure. They think they're going to take something from us. You're not taking anything from us. What's going to end up happening is you're going to swing your big dick around, and we are going to we're just gonna out you. We're gonna start ignoring you and your athletes, and we're gonna start telling that story. We're gonna tell the story about how you think you can push us around, and you can't. We're good people trying to work hard, giving it our all. Did you see, Caleb? You wouldn't believe this. Anyway, I'll wait for that. There's a great Pedro did an hour and a half interview, and there's this great section in there with Danny Spiegel.
I watched it with you last night.
You did watch a little bit, and she starts criticizing the event, which is fine. I respect that. But then later on, along in the interview, she starts saying that it's not cool that people criticize the event. And so Pedro calls her on that. He's like, hey, aren't you doing what you just said you don't like people doing? And then right away, she turns and starts playing the victim. And then motherfuckers comments are like, hey, why are you guys obsessing on Danny? It's like, dude, she brought Hiller up in the interview. He didn't, like, why is she obsessing on him? Don't worry about us. That's what we do. We obsess on people.
Although she didn't mention him explicitly, I guess it's inferred, yeah?
Yeah. If she's not going to say who it is, then I feel perfectly okay guessing. She basically said, hey, there's people making content out there that's influencing judges that it's making it hard for me to work out, and I'm getting a bum deal. I don't think that that's true at all. But she said a lot of insane shit too. She said like her 1.8 million followers are good people. Just the bad ones are just the men. And I'm like, well, that's 1.79999 of your followers.
I think I know one of her followers that absolutely loves her, and she goes to my gym.
Oh, that's good. That's good. Yeah. Toxic masculinity. You just don't like beta males. Sean Sullivan, you love meat in your mouth. I do. Eaton Beaver, good morning. That's not a good morning to you. That's a good morning to both of us. His name is Eaton Beaver.
Oh, good morning.
Oh, you could say good morning too. All right. Great weekend. I thought it was a great weekend too. Yeah. Yeah, a couple at my gym love her too. Yeah, she's lovable. Dude, she was great in the interview until he scratched the surface, and then the shit just fell apart. Remember what Chris Rock says, there's 4 ways to get attention. Show that ass, be fucking great at something, do something infamous, that's like, the sex tape, or play the victim. Those are the 4 ways. She's doing all 4 of them. But 6 minutes in, you play the victim. It's like, wow. Yeah, Julie Jones. Yeah, exactly. Danny always plays the victim when things don't go her way. She needs to learn to follow the standards, period. Yeah, that's it. And stop blaming other people. Dude, like, how come you're so fucking cool? Look at Jason Hopper and Dallin and Ricky, how they were just completely able to leverage the media to work their way. How is it that she is so cool, so capable, so beautiful, so well spoken, so all these things, but for some reason she has an issue with some of the media? It's like, dude, take control and fix that shit. It's on you, girl. Stop blaming. It's on you. Take control and fix that shit. Or don't. Fuck, what do I know? Maybe you like it this way. Some people need fighting in their life. There were these filmmakers I used to work with when I was running the media department, and they were always fucking complaining, and it would piss me off. And then I realized, oh shit, that's part of their process. That's just part of their process.
Like getting things off their chest, you mean?
Yeah, like I guess, like someone like who has autism or something, or OCD or ticking, like before they open a door, they have to be like, and then they open the door.
Yeah.
And like knock that shit off. Well, chill. Like, I don't care if that person does that or not. I just need them to go through the door. So then I just start to learn to work with people like who have like these pathologies or these needs, because at the end of the day, I just need them to go through the door. I just need them to make shit. So they would come in my room and in my office and complain or be bitching. I'd be like, okay, this is part of the process.
Just let them do that for 10 minutes and then they go away.
Yeah, Danny, just figure out the process. Oh, Jedediah, wow. Been looking for you, buddy. Been looking for you. Hey, Jedediah, did you see that dude Egan at Wodapaloosa? He was I think he won the I don't know what you would call that. Was it a snatch from the lap? He did I want to say he did 155 in the event, but I want to say his lifetime PR was 162. I sent him a text asking if he'd come on the show, or a DM. But I guess Colton was trying that. Hey, you think that's dangerous, Jedediah, for that dude, for Colton to be trying the adaptive athlete snatches? It looked like it would fuck your shoulder up if you weren't proficient in that movement. Yeah. Oh, damn. Look at you. I think, how much is this? I think this is 145. Colton Mertens. I mean, that's really a reverse curl, right?
Yeah, pretty close. I think it might be a 10 on there, 155 maybe.
It says, I think it says 145. Mertens is 145.
Oh, yeah, you're right.
I think that bar's short or something, Caleb. I don't think that's a 45-pound bar.
I think you're right. It's probably one of those comp bars. I have one of those. Those are nice. I like those.
You do have one?
Yeah.
Where do you grab that?
Like at the collars.
Yeah, dang. Your elbows hit the weights? Your elbows hit the plates? Or your forearm?
No, it's not that
No.
close. But I got to go all the way out there for sure.
Damn. Girls love dangerous. Oh, here. Jedediah. There is a proper technique I was watching on IG Live. He was leaving it out front too far. Okay. Yeah, Adam Blakesley, good point. It's if it's dangerous for Colton, it's more dangerous for the adaptive athlete guys because if he hurts his shoulder, then what? I just think that they're probably more proficient and they've worked that groove more than Colton getting in that weird position with really heavy weights. There was this concept that where was it? Oh, there's this concept. Did you guys watch the behind the scenes this morning, episode 4? It was awesome. I watched it last night before I went to bed. I hadn't seen it yet. And there's a concept in there that Pat Vellner brings up that basically you could work your ass off in an event and perform better than God, what was the term he used? Maybe someone will remember in the comments. But you perform higher than you're really capable of. And he said that he thinks that happened to Adler in event number 1, and that's why Adler was cooked for event number 2. It's it's like it falls in that line of like a guy who gets a girlfriend who's too hot for him. Paul Peters, Caleb, why do you always look like a feet predator?
Takes one to know one.
Damn, no, you didn't, Caleb. I don't even know what a feet predator is. What's a feet predator?
I'm guessing somebody that just wants to look at feet all day. Foot fetish guy.
Feet predator. Heidi Kroom, it's like when your kid's stuck under a car and you pick up the car, the old adrenaline. Oh, I wish, really? It's just that? All right. Hey, let's go to we're going to go to the bottom. I didn't number them again. We're just going to work our way up. I'd like to get all the way up to vagina comedy. Do you see that? At least.
Oh, wow. That's up there.
Yeah. But let's start with do good economy. The do good economy. Oh, jerks it to feet. Caleb doesn't look like he jerks it to feet. He's too busy with the Shadigan. It would hurt his neck to jerk. Listen, Paul, this guy doesn't even know feet exist. He's fucking 6'13 and a half.
Can't even see him.
Yeah, he forgets he has feet. How about what Hiller said on the show the other day? So Hiller was on the show and he said, "Hey, a guy's on steroids. The guy who has the hottest girl in the room is on steroids." And I was like, "Holy shit, that's true." And then
I didn't consider that.
And then all these guys who are all the guys. Have you noticed how many guys on Instagram now are on testosterone? It's just like everyone and their mother is on T, and you can just see it in their heads. It's a trip. And all the chicks have fake boobs and fake lips, and it's just like. I want to tell you the story I heard this weekend about, but I think probably Matt Souza should tell it.
Was it from this weekend?
Yeah. I'm so glad my life isn't fake. I just get to just chill. Work hard, but chill. Fake sounds so hard.
Doesn't it?
Yeah, it sounds so hard. Hey, dude, it's funny you say that, Chris. I had this theory. I've put it on this show a couple times that basically all of this Botox and fake tits and all of this shit that women are doing to themselves, all these lifts and plastic surgeries, I guess just not women, I guess the men too, that there is some sort of tranny component to it. And that these people who are like, I hate to say it like this, but these people who are on the right who have like think that it's like gross or weird but they don't realize that they're participating in it too. It's the same pathology, it's just manifesting a little bit differently, but it's the same pathology. It's the same issue. It grows from something. Austin Hartman, natural tits are so much gooder.
The best.
I'm not an expert, but I have to guess I agree with you. But the thing is, Austin, but you like looking at the other ones too. With 3 O's. 222. You love looking at the other ones too, right? So it's weird. I saw this woman on Instagram, and it had her name, and then it said natural medicine doctor, and then I clicked on her button, and she had big fake tits and fake lips and fake hair, and just everything about her was fake. And I'm just like, you're not a natural medicine doc. Like, you're a natural medicine doctor. Listen to Caleb. He's a boobs sommelier. That's like a wine expert. Sommelier. What? How do you say that word?
Sommelier.
Sommelier.
Yeah,
that's pretty good, Kenneth. Jesus, Cave's been reading books again. Listen to this shit. Transhumanism occurs before the fall of an empire.
Is that what happened to the Romans?
Please. Heidi Kroom, tranny component for Botox. Please go deeper. It's something you're not happy with yourself. Not you, Heidi, but I'm just saying. Basically, you're not happy with yourself, and you're going to start to make some serious external changes. And so you're going to take this poison that's killed a lot of people, that's found in rusty cans, often known as botulism, but you're going to find a way to safely inject it in your fucking face to make wrinkles go away, because you just can't accept who you are on the outside. So you're going to take this risk of paying someone hard-earned money, which is human energy, to fucking change the way you look on the outside. When the truth is no one gives a fuck but you. But you think other people give a fuck, and that's why you're doing it. And it's the same sort of derangement that eventually, I think, grows and grows and grows until you chop your dick off. I think that those things are related. It's just baby steps. I mean, for those of you who are out in the real world, every time I go out in the real world, I smell someone, I'm like, wow, like that person thinks that what they've added a smell to them that they think that somehow is good. You know what I mean? Like, you're on the sidewalk and someone walks by you and you're like, wow, I smell something you've added to your body. When I just don't want to smell, but they're wrong. No one likes the Axe smell, I don't think. And then if you do like the Axe smell, I also would go on it to say, I know this is very elitist of me, but you're attracting the wrong people. Let's go back to Danny Spiegel. She thinks she's attracting the wrong people. You don't want to attract men who fucking doom scroll through beaver pics. Sorry, Caleb. Through thirst pics. Better?
I like it. That's better. Yeah. Less offensive.
Thank you. You don't want to attract that. I'm also okay with her doing it, but she's clouded when she says shit like, hey, I have good followers. No, actually you don't. You have very unhealthy beta class following you, and it's confused you about who you are, what a woman is, and what a man is.
She must not scroll through her DMs very often or her requests.
Fondle, I wish you would have put a question mark at the end of this. You don't want followers who jerk a lot. Hey, how boy, okay, here we go. How many do you think that someone jerks off to Danny Spiegel every single day?
Probably at least one person.
Well, so if you've ever jerked off to Instagram, will someone call me? I don't know. I've never jerked off to Instagram. It's not something I do, or never done it. I don't see it as that kind of material, but I wonder if people do. Yeah, Fondle, likely. Hey, so that's interesting, right? So it might be one person, but Fondle, if I told, look at Jessica Valenzuela, absolutely. If I told you it was 1,000 of her 1.8 million Instagram followers jack off to her every day, you would be like, you could still believe that too, right? Yeah, other than me, yeah. Wouldn't that be crazy? Video released, Sevan jacking off to Danny Spiegel. Okay, guilty. Yeah, but it's happening. And it's I'm not lying. I've never jerked off to Instagram. There's nothing on there. There's nothing on there. I don't see Instagram as a tool like that. I've never put a hammer in. I have a killer wrench that I got from Rogue one time when I bought this Rogue shit. I should bring it on the show. It's huge. It's like this big. It's for building rigs. It's massive, dude. And it's so fucking heavy. It would be great for putting in nails, but I don't put nails in with it. I still just use my hammer. And that's
a wrench or a hammer?
It's a wrench. I'll bring it on the show. But that's how I think of Instagram. Instagram, it might be good for jacking off. I just don't use it for that. It's just not that tool for me. It's just a wrench. Anyway, she has to. It sounded after that interview that Peter did with her that she's delusional about what her role is on Instagram, what role she's made for herself. And I'm totally open to being wrong. If someone wants to be like, no fucking way, Sevi, dudes are not jacking off to her at all. Never happened. All the dudes who follow her are cool. And they love the fact that she's showing a woman body that's not the prototypical body. And that's empowering women. And you've got it totally wrong. Yeah, Kelly Baker's hot as fuck. I've not scrolled her account and jerked to it, but I think she's fucking out of this world. Like, I think she's at 25. I like Southern girls. I love it. Thank you. Big Baca, I feel like Danny pegs gay men for money. Wow. I don't feel that, but I don't judge her for it if she does do it. And I can hold on. I can see it in my mind's eye. Oh, she's a Philly girl? Yeah, I'm not into Philly girls so much. Damn. All right, sorry, Kelly, you're out. That team was cool. Kelly and the Lundenberger girl and Keesley, they won. Okay, let's go. Let's do politics. I don't even know what politics are. I've been tripping. What are politics? Is this politics what I'm about to show you? Someone tell me if this is politics. Here we go. Illegal immigrants line up to receive free taxpayer-funded housing in New York. This piece right here is going to show you how this is do-gooder economy. This is the Democrat economy. This is the fucking problem. There's two things I want you to look at here. What's the ethnic makeup of the people in line here? Because these are supposed to be immigrants, and I don't see any brown people. And then the other thing is, look at this economy. Look what they got here. The people live in this house in this housing for 60 days, and they're kicked out, right? Because it's a 60. You're only allowed to live there 60 days for free. But since New York City is a sanctuary city, they have to give housing if people want it, so the people get in line again. Who thought that was a good idea to offer free housing no matter what to people who break into your country? That's like if someone broke into your house No matter what, they get to use one of your bedrooms. That makes no sense. Okay, here we go. Action.
Is that people are coming in faster than we've normally seen. It's yet to be seen how much that will cost. What I can tell you is that the crisis up to this point has cost $3 billion. And as more people come, the cost continues to go up. The issue for New York is that they're not only dealing with newly arrived migrants, they're dealing with folks that have already been in New York City housing and are now being reticketed. So all of these folks already had free housing here in New York, and then they were given eviction notices, essentially 30 or 60-day notices telling them that they have to leave their shelter. But because this is a sanctuary city, housing is guaranteed. So if they wait in line, they can reapply and then be rehoused. And what you're seeing is this line which wraps around the corner. And it has been this long all day long. But the concern is that people are...
Hey, why are there so many... Are there that many black people coming across the border? Those are like...
There are any black people coming across the border.
There are?
I said I don't think there are any.
Oh. Well, that's a lot of black people in line there. In the migrant line. She's reporting that those are migrants. Sorry, illegal aliens. You're right. People who've broken into our country. Sorry, not migrants. Illegal aliens. You're right. Sorry, Libby. You're right. They've broken into our country. Listen, if you want to open the borders, I get it. But then we don't have a country. We have to make a fucking decision here. Like the whole premise is of the country and the fact that we can do stuff like pay taxes and build roads. Like the whole point is we draw a line around this piece of land and all of us who are inside of it are like, okay, we're going to move forward to make this an active, efficient civilization where it's safe for all of us to kind of live out our dreams, right? Our liberty, right? So we draw the lines and we start making rules. Okay, everyone's going to chip in $1 and we're going to build a road across the middle of our country. Cool, yay. So now we can have commerce, right? We're all going to chip in money so that we can take care of people when they turn 80 years old and they have a place to live. Okay, yay. And that's the whole premise of it. But we don't want people coming into our line and circle and not contributing, right? But Sevi, those people work in the fields, and if it wasn't for them, we wouldn't have fruits and vegetables. The entire economy would stop. Okay, well, let's figure that out. But just pouring in fucking what I think we're at 150,000 illegal aliens. People have broken or in New York City alone. These are people who just want to come because of the rules of that city. They get free housing. Has Dick Butter not been around for a while?
Yeah, he's been kind of MIA lately. I think it's the first time I've seen him in like weeks.
Months, maybe?
Maybe.
Sevi, you seen Egypt's border wall with Gaza? I don't remember Europe putting up a border wall to keep Ukrainians in. I don't understand what he's saying. Yeah, let me tell you something. You guys got a one world government about to go down over there. And some of the countries aren't so happy. Poland ain't going to let that happen. And guess what? They have no crime like that. But guess where it does have crime like that? London. And guess what they did? They're surrounded by water and they let that shit happen to them. And they got fucking beheadings on their streets, dude. Yeah, here's the thing. Extra sloppy. I'd be all about them coming here if they weren't robbing us blind. Dude, my family came here. But they applied and they rolled in through the application process and they got here in an orderly, civilized manner that funneled them into society. Not pouring into cities, bringing cities to a halt and pushing our kids out of their fucking schools so that they can sleep in the schools. That's just crazy. That doesn't help anybody. It doesn't help anybody. Okay, Trump, January 6th. Oh, shit. Yeah, Trump, January 6th. Let's go. We're good. We got a LeBron news today. LeBron. Here we go.
Clay Higgins from Louisiana.
Did you have confidential human sources dressed as Trump supporters inside the Capitol on January the 6th prior to the doors being open?
Again, I had to be very careful.
It should be a no. Can you not tell the American people no? We did not have confidential human sources dressed as Trump supporters positioned inside the Capitol.
Gentleman's time has expired.
You should not read anything into my decision not to share information.
Director Ray,
confidentially.
gentleman's time has expired.
What a sleazy, repulsive little authoritarian liar. Member called Clay Higgins from Louisiana.
Did you have
So
confidential?
they had fucking people inside the Capitol building ready to pose as Trump supporters. There's a French word for it. Provocateurs. Is that French? Latin? Sure. God, we fucking live in a weird time. Yeah, dressed as Trump supporters. Posing as Trump supporters. An agent provocateur is a person who commits or acts to entice another person to commit an illegal or rash act, or falsely implicates them in partaking in an illegal act. Yeah. So as to ruin the reputation of or entice legal action against. Yeah, that's what they were doing. Man. Graciano Rubio, go get your level 2. Sean Sullivan, there were over 200 undercover federal agents in the crowd. It's been confirmed. Nico, they have a video of one of the provocateurs, CIA agents, being arrested, then having the cuffs removed when they aren't around others. Man. LeBron's contribution to humanity. I don't know if you guys have heard, but LeBron opened a school, and it's been open for 3 years. Not a single student has been able to pass the basic mathematic competency tests, but here it even gets better. U.S. Marshal Service last year arrested 3 men accused of fatally beating 17-year-old high school student Ethan Leming to death outside the school founded by LeBron James in June. We learned from the police report that the suspects took Leming's car and prevented his friends from driving him to the hospital. It was later reported that the attackers broke Leming's neck, and Ethan Leming had a shoe print on his chest when he died. On Monday, a jury convicted the 2 brothers, Deshaun Stafford, 20, and his brother, 19-year-old Tyler Stafford, on lesser assault charges. Brothers who killed Ethan Leming stomped on his chest, broke his neck, and took his car, acquitted of involuntary manslaughter charges.
How is that involuntary? That seems very voluntary to me.
I just can't imagine being that kid's parents.
That's so fucked.
Hey, if a Republican gets in, are they going to let out all the January 6 people? What's that called? When you waive their president can do it. He absolves you of your sins. He puts holy water on you. He says,
pardon, presidential pardon.
Yeah, thank you. Thank you.
Jesus.
Thank you. Thank you. This is a great name, Rodney Jackson. Can't we all just get along? Where's it, Rodney? Sure. Why not? Our buddy Joe, the great white hope, Joe Biden. Joey. It's so ridiculous they're in jail. I agree, Christine. It's so fucking insane. Here we go. Couple Joes. Here we go.
White House press secretary lady got busted tweeting as Biden. Stupid. the worst White House press secretary lady ever. But she got caught tweeting as Biden.
I mean,
on her account. She forgot to switch accounts.
No.
Yes.
Oh, Jesus.
You didn't see that?
No.
Investing in America means investing in all America. When I ran for president, I made a promise that I would leave no part of the country behind. Like,
no.
So she's tweeting as the president.
No.
But now we know who writes that stuff.
No.
Yes. The White House press.
Hey, but we've always known he didn't write it. It's just weird that it went to her account, right? I mean, like, he's not doing his tweets, obviously.
He's not doing a lot of the things that he's reported as doing.
I can't tell how to process that. If I'm supposed to be like, yeah, no, duh, Joe, or like, yeah, that chick's a dumb bitch. And fuck the administration. They're fake as fuck. I don't know how to process that.
I don't know. I guess somebody has to run that account. But
what? Yeah, someone has to run it, right? Yeah. Or not. No, Greg didn't do an account. Greg didn't do it. Well, Greg just did like one tweet in his life. Floyd 19.
Just that one. That's it.
Just tuning in. Did you see that they had to evacuate the White House because of a Palestinian protester? Some might say an insurrection of sorts. How is anyone still a Democrat? I did see the, I didn't know Trump put it out. Clive McLaughlin, Sevi, did you see the White House retirement home advert? I didn't know Trump put that out, but I saw that. It's pretty funny. Pro-Palestinian protester chant, fuck Joe Biden, damage fence outside White House. Oh, dude, shoot them. You cannot damage the fence outside the White House. Insane, dude. Insane. Open the water cannons, dude.
You sure they weren't just chanting, let's go, Brandon?
No, no one's sure of anything. I just don't understand how you can get away with that. How they're not. There's all those places to protest. Like, just step 5 feet away from the fence, dude. It's all good. Second you touch the fence, just turn on the electricity full blast. Electric chair style. You know what I mean? You touch the fence, you just fucking... Like, you ever seen those videos of, like, an Indian dude on a train and he touches the third wire and he's just fucking gone? You ever seen that shit? Like that. Genocide Joe. Jesus. Okay. Vagina comedy. Yeah, vagina comedy. Here we go. Brace yourself.
Because you don't know, Asher. You don't fucking know. In the 80s, women had a full bush down there, a full bush. 80s, full bush. 90s, landing strip. 2000s, bald. 2023, cock.
Hey, he just went straight from 2000 to 2023.
Just made the leap.
Yeah,
No,
it went from landing strip to just cock. Or no, bald. It went bald.
Bald.
Hey, and there's my theory again. There's my theory again. Like, you dudes out there who like a fucking bald pussy, just like have a talk with yourself. Just think for a second. Just think. Just trip on yourself a little bit. Go for a walk. Be really harsh to yourself. Be like, what's wrong with me? What's wrong with me? Why do I want a laser aimed at my chick's pussy, removing each hair follicle? What's wrong with me? And you know what? Maybe you'll come out on the other side and be like, fuck Sevan, he's a fucking idiot. I like bald pussy. That's just the way it is. See, look at Audrey. I like bald pussy though, yeah. But just explore it. Don't be afraid. Just explore it. Maybe you'll be like, you know what? I like that shit au naturel, wild. You're right. I like that shit wild. Look at Frodo. Look at. Wait, bald is bad because what? Why do they have to? Why does everyone have to go through all these changes? Jeez, look at this. Ursulu. You, I think she's talking to you, Caleb. Should update the Twitch channel. Profile pic, banner, bio, and stuff. I so agree with you.
I would if I could figure out the password and login information for it.
I don't even know. Twitch is like a crazy popular platform too, right? Those are the dudes who follow Danny Spiegel. They come from Twitch.
Yeah, if they also like to watch people play video games.
No, Clive, Sevi, you got to take that belief to an extreme. Leg hair, armpits. I mean, let me tell you, I'm not perfect. I have not fully accepted my counterpart woman. I still have. I've slipped into the tranny realm a little bit. I do like a smooth shaved legs and shaved armpits, and you know, like as much as I make fun of earrings, I like nice earrings. So like I got some work to do. I got some work to do. And listen, like I don't I think the bush should still fit inside of the bathing suit. I don't think it should be like creeping outside the bed. I don't think it should be. I don't think it should be breaching the border. Oh, sorry, go ahead, Caleb.
Imagine watching Wodapalooza, where they're all swimming, and and it's just bush, like bush. Hey, let me tell you, if there was a really cool chick like that, there's a couple chicks who could do it. Like that chick who was on the demo team last year. Like that would be crazy if she put a carpet in her bathing suit so it was like hanging out the sides. Or like you designed a woman's bathing suit. What if there was a woman's bathing suit that's like a gag bathing suit that has pubic hair just hanging out the sides? You know what I mean? Attached to the bathing suit. Do you think they have that? A gag bikini bottom with like hair hanging out the sides? Or like a string. It just has a string hanging out the side. Absolutely.
Gag female pube bathing suit. So I'm going to sell toothpaste and gag bathing suits. Yeah. Look at David Weed knows. He's like, yeah. Here we go. This is, by the way, this is how innovation occurs. We're in a brainstorming session for new products. I appreciate you guys. Oh, yeah, Heidi, this is fucking brilliant. Listen to this, Caleb. I'll read this to you while you're searching. Or we could just do shorts like guys. Fuck.
Yeah, sure.
How do girls even wear thongs? I was looking at Victoria Campos. Wow. Holy shit. Wow.
Not the same, but
man, that is offensive. You really have to have an amazing body to wear that. I should send you some, Chris, some demo toothpaste. I got a bunch of demos, little jars of the demo. It's so good. My kids love it. Everyone I know who's tried it is like, holy shit, this is amazing. It's not charcoaly. My teeth are white as shit. I don't do anything but brush my teeth.
Okay, here. This is a great example. This just got posted. Imagine this with bush.
That's fucking Emily Rolfe?
Yeah. The fact she doesn't have 1 million followers is insane.
Wet and Wild? I don't like that bathing suit bottom.
You're in the minority.
Really?
Sure. Absolutely.
I would have it just have a little more thread and be a little wider.
Yeah, no, that's not happening.
So it went right to her quad. No?
No.
Yeah, under. Do you remember like 5 years ago there was no under boob? Now under boob is all the rage. Side boob and under boob. It used to be like, oh shit, does that girl know that her boob is hanging out the bottom or the side? And now it's like,
now nobody will say anything because that's all they want to look at.
Yeah. I may have to change my rules around IG now.
Okay. Thank you, Emily Rolfe. Yeah, that's crazy. That picture is surreal. I wonder who the photographer. I looked to see who the photographer was. I couldn't even tell.
Flashlight Fitness.
How do I know I'm gay? Because I wanted to see who the photographer was. It's okay. Gay is good.
I don't even know what his name is.
So he's like, hey, well, her boobs looked huge.
Indeed.
Maybe she's pregnant. Are you pregnant? Why? Do I look fat? No, your tits are huge. No, I don't think her boobs are fake. I don't think they are. Do you think they are? Do you think she has implants?
Those are real.
Yeah. Oh, Kenneth the lap. Wow, that's not pregnant, maybe just ovulating. Okay. All right. All right. Fair enough. Okay, the injection. Man, we're cruising today.
Yeah, met our goal already.
Cruising. No, did we?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, wow. Oh, we got to the vagina comedy. Okay, here we go.
Vaccine. I haven't gotten it yet, but it's weird because I've never been skeptical of vaccines, and then the harder they try to push it, the more skeptical I get. I was all on board with it. They had a measles vaccine. I was like, yeah, I'll get that. Then they came out with a tetanus vaccine. I'm like, yeah, I'll get that. They had a Lyme disease vaccine. I was like, I'll get that. Then they came out with the COVID vaccine. I'm like, yeah, I'll get that. And they're like, come on, we'll give you free donuts and your rights back. I'm like, all right. Relax. I said I'd get it. I'll go to my doctor. And they're like, no, don't go to your doctor. Just come to Dodger Stadium. We'll give it to you in a van in the parking lot. Honestly, all Joe Biden has to do to get me to get the vaccine is to go 24 hours without telling me to get the vaccine. I've literally been on my way out the door to go to CVS to get the vaccine. And then Joe Biden pops on the TV and goes, you better get the vaccine. And I'm like, nope, something's up. I want to get the COVID vaccine.
Dude, Dodger Stadium. The more and more I hear about it, it's just bizarre. Kenneth the Lap, I love how quickly COVID became a joke.
I mean, 3 years later.
Sevi, have you watched anything from Shane Gillis? No, who's that? Of course I've watched Shane Gillis. How dare you? You don't even have a name that I can say. I can't even talk to you. You're just a How dare you? I bet you if Susie lived next door to me, I never go up to my neighbor's fence, but I bet you if she lived next door to me, I would go up to to the fence more often and talk to her. I'd probably holding a bottle of tequila and 2 cups. Want some?
Like Home Improvement style?
Dude. Can I just say, of course you can. You can just say, of course. Being able to wake up and listen and read comments and follow you guys is the best way to start the day. Nothing like some bush talk. Yeah, like that. My neighbor called yesterday, 5 minutes before I was going to go on the air, and he's like, hey, can I come over? I'm like, yeah, sure. What's up? He's like, there's a hole in the fence that has to be fixed from your side. This guy got this. He has 5 dogs, and I have a dog, and they just hate each other. And my dog scratched a hole in the fence with the bauble.
Oh my God.
Yeah. What do you mean I didn't understand the Home Improvement reference? Why not? I didn't watch that show, but everyone knows about that. The guy that you never see, everyone knows it. All right. The president has a son named Hunter. Thank you. Thank you, Daniel. He stands corrected. Nothing better than proving someone wrong. Start my day. One of my colleagues, one of my friends, one of my acquaintances is in this video. He texted me the other day to ask him if he'd come on the show. He hasn't responded. I should text him again. Okay, here we go.
Please, I'll answer your question if you be quiet and let me make a statement, okay? What kind of crack do you normally smoke, Mr. Biden? Let me start again. Hunter, what's your favorite type of crack? Are you on crack today?
Hey, pause. That guy next to Hunter right there in the purple suit. That dude was the lawyer, is the lawyer for Trey Parker and Seth, fucking, I don't know his name. The South Park dudes. And when he signed the deal for them with Comedy Central, it was before people were streaming shit on the internet in like there was like Netflix, like that shit wasn't around. So he had in the deal Trey and the other dude, Matt Stone, is that his name, Dick? Okay, Matt Stone. He had that dude keep all the rights. He had the South Park dudes, Trey and Matt, able to keep all the digital rights to South Park. And so Comedy Central owned it, like a lot of it, they owned the digital rights. And so when that shit moved to digital, they were selling fucking like 13 seasons to Netflix for like 3 years for like $5 billion. Like crazy money, people. I'm not even exaggerating. Crazy money. And they released a play on Broadway, that Mormon play. That thing, I think, was like the most successful play in the history of Broadway. That thing made hundreds of millions and billions. And this dude in the purple suit right here got a huge cut. I want to say you can find on the internet, it's like over $400 million. Anyway, I've been to his house a bunch of times. Cool dude. I really enjoyed hanging out with him. But richer than a fucking God. And that's it. He's closer to all of you than you think, too. That's it. That's all I'm going to say for now. There you go. All right. Action. Oh.
You want more?
Yeah, let's do more. Let's do more. Oh, yeah. Wait, hold on. Best part of Book of Mormon, church advertises in the playbill. You've seen the play. Now read the book. Oh.
No, thanks.
You had no involvement in your business.
You have a dad?
Mr. Biden, why did you put your dad on speakerphone if he had nothing to do with your business? You put him on speakerphone multiple times to talk to your business partners. Why did you do that?
Do you have a dad? Does he call you?
Yes.
Answer the phone?
Yes.
Okay.
But why did you need to talk to him during business meetings if he had nothing to do with your business?
Bro, you're dangerous. You're very dangerous.
You are the epitome of white privilege, coming into the Oversight Committee, spitting in our face, ignoring a congressional subpoena to be deposed. What are you afraid of? You have no balls to come up here and...
Mr. Chairman, point of inquiry.
Mr.
Wait
Chairman,
a second. This fucking bitch says, why is she saying you're the epitome of white privilege? No, he's the epitome of the victim class. This Nancy Macy chick, is that bitch a Republican? Kick her the fuck out. And then she says she has no balls. How dare she? Sounds sexist as fuck. Nancy Macy. She was hot, right?
Yeah, she's pretty attractive.
Yeah. If you're into old chicks, she was hot. I want to look her up real quick. Nancy. I want to see what she is. Nancy Macy. Oh, God. I did. What is she?
U.S. representative.
Do I have her name wrong?
Nancy I got Mace. M-A-C-E.
Oh, Nancy Mace. Okay. Yeah. Thank you. God, I got some ugly fucking. Yeah, she's hot. The epitome of white privilege. See, that shit scares me. That's when their fucking woke talk has seeped into the fucking vernacular. It's like, okay, it's not okay to say that.
She's a Republican.
I'm gonna have her on the show and ask her to stop saying that. Hey, can you stop saying white privilege? All right. Those are some great questions. What's your favorite kind of crack? Oh, is she the lady that was vaccine injured? God, wouldn't that be a hoot?
White privilege didn't save her from that.
Oh, yes. Yep. She is. Good call, douche. Nancy Macy details own health complications from COVID vaccine during Twitter hearing. I have great regrets about getting the shot because of the health issues I now have that I think are never going to go away. I find it extremely alarming. Twitter's unfettered censorship spread into medical fields. Oh, yeah, the Twitter hearings. Interesting. I wonder if she says what happened to her. All right. Yeah, don't do drugs, people. Don't do drugs, especially if they're being injected to you at Dodger Stadium. Sean Sullivan, that woman, Nancy Mace, is a piece of shit. She is using the left's language, and yes, she is a Republican, but really a Democrat. All right. Where are we? Are we still doing a show? Oh, yeah, we are. Okay, masks. Masks, here we go. Masks. Just cruising today. Cruising. God, I love all the comedy today, don't you?
Very light. It's good. I like it.
Yeah, look at. Hey, hold on. See this guy's shirt right here? Is that on purpose?
I don't know.
Is that his costume?
Sure. Yep. Let's just say it's his costume.
This guy has a jeans on with a shirt on that's so small that you can see his fat between his pants and his stomach. Okay, CrossFit says it has to be. Okay, fine. Is that underboob? God, wouldn't that be awesome if that was as sexy to women as underboob is to men?
That's the dad bod. That's what chicks dig these days.
Sean Sullivan, wow, and she voted against a bill that would have stopped vaccine mandates. Wow, yeah, she's a douche. All right, here we go.
Are you sick, ma'am? Are you wearing that for safety or just to let everybody know who you're voting for? I think she's laughing. I can't tell. That's awesome. Thank you for coming despite your, everything about you.
Damn. Despite everything about you. Just the facts. Just the facts. Only the facts, please. Just the facts. Or not. Or yes. Just the facts, please. Okay, here we go. Dang, you guys are lucky today. That's all I got to say. Look at this guy. What is this guy? What ethnicity is this guy? Listen carefully to this. This is one everyone should take with them. This is what we're an hour and 10 minutes into the show. This is what you want to just remind all the fucking libtards out there. Every fucking idiot. Do you remember that comedian? Do you remember that it's not even a comedian? Do you remember that guy who goes out in the wild and he talks to people and he asks the lady, he's like, hey, this is the greatest country in the world. And the lady's like, no, it's not. And the lady's like, it's definitely not the greatest country. And the guy's like, for sure it is. It's the greatest country in the world. And she's like, no, it's not. There's countries that are greater. And he's like, well, name one. And she's like, Sweden. And he's like, oh, you mean that country that's strictly run by white men? And the chick's like, oh, fuck. You remember that? The country that's better is strictly run by white men, and she's like, this is like that, but better. This one you just have to really let this one soak in. Maybe we'll play this one twice. Can we play this one twice, Caleb?
Sure.
All right. Caleb says twice is fine. Here we go.
I love America. People always like, how can you love America? It's a racist country. It's like, well, hold on. Every country is racist. Why do you think every country is a country? Like, every country exists because for the entirety of history, they've been like, hey, we like us, and we don't like you, so you can't come in. But America gets all the blame because we're the one country that's ever been like, hey, we don't like you, but come in. Everyone's like, you gotta go to Sweden. There's no racism in Sweden. Yeah, because everyone's fucking Swedish. Pretty easy not to be racist when you don't give yourself the option. All these other countries being mad at America for being racist. That's like a girl who's a virgin being mad at a girl for having herpes. It's like, you haven't even let anyone in. How do you know you won't catch this virus?
Hey,
well, I love America.
Where do you think's more racist, Iran or the United States? Where do you think's more racist, Mexico or the United States? Where do you think's more racist, fucking Iraq or the United States? Where do you think's more racist, fucking Argentina or the United States? Where do you think more racist, Sweden or the United States? Fuck, I hate libtards. Sorry, I shouldn't hate anyone. I take that back. Strike that from the record. So fucking annoying. The lack of context. Hey, that's how everyone ended up with the injection too. The inability to do any context or relativity in their own mind. We have these fucking idiots in this country who are going to ruin how great this fucking place is. And you know what? I hate to bring it back to this, but that's why Danny Spiegel, it's so nauseating, because that's what she stands for. Like, dude, everything's so good. You're at the top of your fucking game. You don't even have to win. You suck at CrossFit relative to the field, and you still have the most attention and the most followers, and you're still complaining because you're upset because Andrew Eller made a video about me that says I can't squat below parallel. Shut the fuck up. It's so good. God, life is good. Man. Got my own toothpaste. I don't have to put on shoes. I only have to worry about wearing shirts that have 3 letters on them. Got a huge dong. Tomorrow I'm going to Kaiser to get my mole looked at.
What'd they say?
I took a picture of it and I sent it to the doctor, and they gave me an auto response saying that the picture wasn't, I'm pushing on it now. Ever since you asked me, does it pus or hurt, I always push on it. It doesn't hurt. It's pointy though and dry. So I have to go there. I sent this picture with the iPhone, and they sent this letter back to me basically saying, hey, the picture is not good enough. So I called them and I'm like, hey, motherfucker, I'm a professional photographer, and like, this fucking picture is amazing. I can see. You saw the picture. I sent it to you.
It's a great picture.
Yeah, you can see every hair follicle. And she's like, well, I don't know. I'm just, I'm like, yeah, it's just a form letter. I know. Okay, fine. So I made an appointment. I'm going into, they have a, look up Telederm. I have to, there's a camera that they have that's called a Telederm. I haven't looked it up yet. And, so I'm getting Telederm tomorrow. Teledermed. I should take some of my toothpaste and just brush that on my mole and see if it goes away. Then I can say, I can say it cured my mole.
That's how you get rid of zits.
They're going to what's this seborrheic? This guy Fondle just diagnosed me. Seborrheic keratosis. Oh, fuck you! I don't got that. Sevi, why do you still trust doctors? I don't. Why, don't make any presuppositions here. Yeah, boob milk. Does anyone send me some boob milk? I'll rub boob milk on it. Did you see a Telederm camera?
Yeah, not really very. Telederm, when I pull it up, it says it's basically like telemedicine, like an e-visit.
Oh, what is a Telederm photo? Secure digital platform that allows patients to share photos and videos with a dermatologist for remote assessment. Oh, well, Jesus Christ. Yeah. And you know what they told me? There in the email it says, "Come in and let us take a picture of it. It's free."
This is great.
What?
You're using a worse camera than the one that you sent them the picture with.
Oh Jesus! Oh Jesus!
They just take it so they can stare at it for another 2 hours and determine something after you've gone.
I know what he's gonna say too. I'm gonna go in there and they're gonna be like, "Yeah, that is a worse camera than the camera I used." The macro capabilities of the iPhone 15 are insane. Hey, when she takes the picture, I'm gonna be like, "Hey, can you take one with my iPhone too?"
I'll send
it's
it
close.
to you.
Yeah, it's close. Trigger alert. It's getting close. Ow, ow, I just scratched it. I just rubbed it too hard. Darn it. It's like it's not like round big, but it's like sticking out big.
Yeah.
And it feels dry. I'm getting sick thinking about going to the doctor. So in the note they sent to me, it says, "Oh, and it's you come in and get your telederm visit. It's free." Like, oh, thanks.
They're gonna give you a donut while you're there too.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, probably. This is true. What Philip said. Kaiser doctors just type your symptoms into their computer and see what Kaiser allows them to prescribe for you. Exactly.
That's all doctors. It's not just Kaiser.
Is it irregular and different from the others near it? I don't even have any others. Like I don't have. That's the only one I got. I had one on my thigh, and I went to the doctor to show it to him, and he said it was nothing. And then when I was doing that shitload of fasting before the games, it went away. Anyway, I'll tell you guys. Oh no, so I go Tuesday, and then I probably won't see you guys Wednesday. That sucks. I won't be able to. Well, there won't be anything to report anyway. It takes like a week or something for them to get back to you. And then I know what they're going to do. They're going to tell me to come in, and they're going to scrape it off, and then they're going to send it for a biopsy, right?
Yep. Cool if they just did it right there. They could. It's not a long procedure.
Just stick a needle in. Should I have any issues with them scraping it off with a razor blade?
No. They'll probably give you some lidocaine injections real quick, like around it. And then they'll take like a razor blade and just shave it off.
Lance it and send it to a lab. Lance it. No, it doesn't hurt. It doesn't hurt. Oh, it doesn't hurt when they cut it off. Sean, it will hurt a lot. Well, fuck, I wish I wouldn't have told you guys. How deep is it? Is it? It depends on how. Oh, it depends on how deep it is.
We'll freeze spray it. No, they won't.
I had one frozen off once.
Did it work?
Yeah. Oh, many years ago. It was like, you know who did I told you the story about the doctor who touched my dick with his hand, didn't put a glove on?
Yeah.
That was at Kaiser and Vallejo. That I had a mole. I had like this bump like in between my belly button and the base of my penis. And I was probably 25, and I showed it to him, and it was tiny, and he put something cold on it, and then like later on it fell off. I bet you a lot of you guys can't say that. Some random guy fucking touched your dick. Fucking pivotal, life-changing moment for me. And then ever since then, I stopped jacking off to Instagram. This was an interesting article. I saw that it said that 11,000 New Zealand politicians and elite got COVID vaccine exemptions. And I was like, oh, that's interesting. Why would 11,000 politicians and elite in New Zealand get vaccine exemptions? So I clicked on it, and I started surfing around, and it was one of those things that they said is fake news. It's not real. But as you look into it further, you realize it's not the politicians that got the fucking exemption. It was medical workers. But it's so crazy because when you fact check it, it just says false. They don't tell you, well, no, it wasn't politicians in the elite. It was fucking medical workers. You have to fucking dig around. 11,000 politicians and elites received an exemption for the COVID vaccination. This is shocking. That's what was reported. And then here they tell you the story's false. But then you look as if this is better. Let me start by pointing out that the approximately 11,000 COVID-19 vaccine exemptions issued by the New Zealand Health Agency were given to people on health-related work. That doesn't make me feel better. I'm not like, oh, shoo, it wasn't politicians and elite. And by the way, what the fuck is elite? What I'm elite. So what? I'm elite. What is that bad? So what? All those who received 12A exemptions per the previous response were in the health-related work. Matt Hanat also said that those COVID-19 vaccine exemptions were to keep healthcare services running. What do you mean to keep them running? You don't get the injection to keep it running? I thought you took the injection to keep it running. I thought the whole point of the injection was to keep you healthy. Health services that applied for these exemptions had to show that there were no other options to keep their services running and that they had done all they could to protect against COVID-19 transmission. That makes no sense to me. What am I missing here? I thought you took the injection to protect yourself so that you could keep running. I thought that's why we gave it to fat people and black people first, because they were marginalized and more susceptible, so we gave it to them first. That's why, like, white, healthy, strapping lads like yourself, Caleb, had to wait till the end.
That's right.
But now they're saying that the people that they wanted to keep safe, they didn't give it to. How do libtards process this? That's what I want to know. Like, I know the whole thing's a scam, so I'm like I get it. It's just more fucking confusing shit. I just throw it into the pile of nonsense. But how does a libtard process it? Aren't they like, wait, this does not how are they reconciling all the information they have? How do they put this in there with that information? Or do they just see false and they're like, this is just right-wing propaganda. I knew it. False. Bizarro world. Someone said to me the other day, I fucking checkmated their ass, and they're like, but you're not a doctor. I'm like, yeah, I know. Thank you. But you're not a doctor. Yeah, because your doctor cares more about your kids than you do. Right. Got it. Harvard. I love it when people go on CNN and fuck their dudes up. Hey, did you see Don Lemon, the CNN scumbag? The gay black dude who was pushing the vaccine and just fucking tearing anyone up who didn't take it, and then got fired for being racist. When his last interview was with Vivek Ramaswamy.
Mm-hmm.
And he said that basically he was saying that Vivek was white splaining. He's now on X, and he's like, I think he's flipped the script. He's like, I love freedom of speech, when before he was like all full censorship when he was on CNN. Jedediah Snelson, you're right. I'm not a doctor. I have common sense. Vivek. Is it Vivek? Vivek? No, please don't start Sevan's Mole IG account. I really don't. The barn's cool. The mole's stressing me out. Don't fuck with my mole. My mole is off limits, guys. That's part of my private life. How about Sevan that doesn't jack off on IG account? Not as funny as the mole account. CNN's Abby Phillips tried to get her guest to say Claudine Gay was fired because of racism, but her plan blows up in her face as he refuses to bite.
So you don't think there was anything about this that had to do with the fact that she was a Black woman from the people who were claiming this as a victory against DEI, diversity, equity, and inclusion?
I don't think it did, and you know what? Even if it did, that doesn't justify it. If you or I did this, or even any white scholar, it would be career ending to have 50 examples of plagiarism. And it has to be, because how can you be the one upholding Harvard's integrity when you yourself have failed? It's as if the commissioner of the Major League Baseball or the NBA had a lifelong history of steroid use and was now the person in charge of kicking other people out for steroid use. It's completely untenable. And well, my question about the internal Harvard review that you seem to think was a very rigorous process is, how did they only find, 4 or 5 examples of it when there were 50, almost 50 to find? And plagiarism, it's not like it's not like true crime where there's a million perspectives on it. You kind of either lifted the paragraph or you didn't.
Yeah, it is a blow against DI. Did you see what happened here? I can't remember the guy's name, but there's this billionaire Jew, and he donates money to Harvard. And he said, I'm not donating money anymore. I think his last name's Ackerman. No, what is it? I forget what it is. And someone at Harvard reported that his wife, they found out this billionaire's wife's old papers, and they said, hey, your wife plagiarized. So you know what Bill Ackman. Oh, Bill Ackman. I think it's this guy. And so you know what he's doing? He's using fucking AI to go through every single fucking Harvard professor's fucking dissertations and PhD papers to see how many people at Harvard have plagiarized.
Damn.
So fuck you. You want to fuck with my life? Wife, I'll bring down your whole fucking school.
That's incredible.
Oh, cross that. He tried to take down Herbalife, and he funded the truck driving around the pro-Palestinian students' names on it too. Damn. Oh shit. He ran her resignation speech through it and caught some plagiarism. Damn. Even on the way out, her resignation speech has plagiarism. It's fucking amazing. That's great. Can't wait to tell Greg that. He probably already knows. He knows fucking everything. What's this? A gold bar bribery. Excuse me.
Oh,
gold.
That's great.
This should be fun. Senator Mendez charged with receiving gifts from Qatar, a new allegation in corruption scheme. Uh-oh. Here we go. Hey, isn't this guy in the news a lot for stealing shit? Federal prosecutors allege Senator Bob Menendez accepted race car tickets and other gifts from Qatar as part of a year-long corruption scheme, with the Gulf nation joining Egypt and another foreign country. The New Jersey Democrat is accused of helping while in office. Where's the gold bar? Let me see this gold bar. He's pleaded not guilty to the charges. Vigorously denied any wrongdoing. Oh, shit. After Davies provided Mendez with a gold bar, according to the indictment. The same month following the meeting between the Senator Davies and the two Qatari officials, Qatari Investment Fund signed a letter of intent to enter into a joint venture with Davies' company. What a fucking scumbag this guy is.
I think he got a few nice watches too.
Oh, and I've seen his wife. Type in his wife. Oh, I know who this is. Hey, Hiller said it's always the dudes who have the hottest wives who are on the juice, or I think he has some like old hoochie mama.
Yeah, that's what it is. Old hoochie
I think,
mama.
yeah, he's got this. On the old CrossFit podcast, I used to have this doctor on all the time. Yeah, look at this guy's wife. Jesus criminy, dude.
You think a Qatari set that up too?
Yeah, for sure. There was this anesthesiologist I knew, and he told me that there's a size of boobs that are called money makers. And like, you just know, like if a woman gets this size, then her boobs are for making money. And that's what that lady had, money makers. He said it was just known. I said, really? 100%? He goes, 100%. He says the boobs reach a certain size, and then you know that they're like directly like they make money. They're for making money. No, not her. It was the anesthesiologist was a guy. But I know some girls who have money makers. I've known girls who have like 60,000 followers on Instagram and get the money makers and then immediately go up to like 600,000. I don't know if this is all chicks with fake tits do it for money. Question mark. I don't know about that. I don't think so. I think they have some internal dialogue. I don't know. I'm not going there right now. Did we talk about turbo cancers? Meanwhile, how about this meanwhile in Africa? Oh, I think we did that. That shows the woman getting beat up with a kid on her back.
Yeah.
Here we go. In case you're into women's rights, full ride scholarship. Oh, now we've run out of comedy. Now we're on this show's taking a dark turn.
Back to politics.
Yeah. Is this? I don't know if this is this politics now?
I don't
Biological male given one of only 12 full female volleyball scholarships to the University of Washington. Teenage boy Tate Dragset received a female-only scholarship to UW by its license under by his license. Oh, that must be the photo. Seattle, Washington. If Marty McFly's DeLorean time machine had transported him into the year of 2023 instead of back in time, he probably would have thought he landed on a different planet. What else would someone from the 1980s think when they discovered a college granted a female volleyball scholarship to a biological male? A male volleyball player apparently snuck his way into a full woman's athletic scholarship to the University of Washington after concealing his biological sex since 12. God, that seems like a lot of work. All of a sudden, just going to the doctor and getting a set of fake tits seems easy. What about this? This is a really interesting point. CrossFit parents went to jail for faking their kids going to college for sports they don't play, but this kid gets a scholarship for playing a woman's sport. That's really interesting. You can do all these things and get in trouble. You know, like parents who are like buying SATs and like parents saying like, hey, my kid was the greatest, whatever, sailor on the sailing team at high school. And so they get a scholarship to the college. But this dude can say he's a dude or a girl. Man, oh man. You know my rant about how there's no such thing as Mexicans?
Yes.
How about this one? There were Aztecs. There were no Aztecs. This guy's stealing my fucking thunder. This guy's even going back further. He's like, fuck you, there weren't even any Aztecs. God damn it. He's ruining my if his story is true, then my story is not even close to true anymore. Here we go.
There was never a population of people who called themselves the Aztecs. They called themselves the Mexica, M-E-X-I-C-A, which looks shockingly like Mexico because that's where we get the word Mexico from. The Mexica never called themselves the Aztecs. They said they were from Aztlan, A-T-Z-L-A-N, Aztlan. And what happened was about 150 years ago, anthropologists in some Ivy League school in the northeastern part of the United States decided they were sick of writing Mexica and then talking about Mexican society. So it's Mexican. It looks like Mexican. And they couldn't differentiate then between pre-Columbian Mexico and post-Columbian Mexico. And so they came up with a new term, and EC on the end of something indicates that you're a people. So they took Aztlan, the place that the Aztecs said they were from, and made Aztec so that they could get away from using Mexica.
Hey, you know what's so that's a little hard to follow, but basically they were conflating Mexican was nationality and ethnicity. And so they were struggling with that to differentiate that in their papers. So they just made up the word Aztec to denote the people who were from the land of Aztlan. Hey, you know what's crazy? That's exact. And when he says college in the Northeast, that's Harvard. It's fucking amazing. Look at Cave Dastro. He's like, hey, but that's exactly what happened in Palestine in 1964 too. There were no such. The Palestinian was a nationality, and then in 64 they made it an ethnicity to trick the people. Easier to manipulate ethnicity than nationality, I'm guessing. I mean, both can be manipulated, but sorry. Always Big Bacas with Cave Dastro. Total snooze fest. Yeah, I know. Anytime it requires more than 64 IQ points, I know I lose 10% of you. I totally get it. Fucking works. Maximum intellectual capacity taxed, and you kind of tune out. You have insulin response. Fair enough. Okay, let's go back to dumb shit again. Oh, how about Tatum? What's this Tatum? Tatum. Oh, this is all the rave right now. Have you seen these?
Yeah.
Yeah, these are all the rave. I've seen a bunch of these. Okay, here we go.
I'm a black liberal. Of course I'm going to vote for the Democrats, although they've done nothing for black people. I'm a black liberal. Although I'm the CEO of a seven-figure company, of course I'm a victim.
I'm a black liberal. I hate racism, except if it's against the Jews. Free Palestine.
I'm a black liberal. Now, I know growing up in the hood that all the people selling drugs were black and all the crime is black on black violence. Of course it's the white man's fault, though. I'm a black liberal. Although I've done my research and more white people are in poverty, more white people are on food stamps, more white people get killed by police, twice as many white people. But white privilege is definitely real. I'm a black liberal with no evidence whatsoever. Of course I think the cop's going to kill me for no reason. I'm a black liberal. Although I'm married to a white woman, of course the white man is the enemy. I'm a black liberal.
What kind of car was that? Is that a Mercedes?
I think it was an Aston Martin.
God, that thing sounded nice.
Yeah, it was beautiful. Those are nice cars.
Yeah. Oh, look at these two. Look at these two dudes just fucking loving on each other right now. Big Baca, I know you're smart.
That's cute.
Yeah, that is cool. It's nice. I like to see that. I love walking in on someone getting fluffed. I love being fluffed myself. All right. I got nothing. What's this? Not let me see if I think I found some more comedy. Oh, here we go. Here's a comedian. It's above 378. It says not funny but worth saying. You see that?
Yeah.
Not funny but worth saying. Okay, here we go.
I'm kind of mad as a black guy, yeah, but I've come to the realization that I'd much rather deal with racists than listen to woke white people. All woke people in here, thanks for your help, I appreciate it. But at the same time, you lot are like mad annoying. Do you know what I mean? I think these white people are like unnecessarily annoying. Like, I'll give you examples. It's like one time I'm at this party, right? So I'm at this party, I'm minding my own business, I'm dancing at this party. And like this middle-class white girl comes up to me, she goes, I just want you to know that you matter. Now you gotta understand, obviously, I'm a nice guy in it, so I just said thank you. But then in my head, I'm thinking, no wonder OJ did it. Do you know what I mean? Sound.
372. When Dad finds God. When Papa finds God. I don't even know this one. Now I'm just digging in. Here we go. When a mother comes to faith, there's here we go. This says, when a mother comes to faith, there's a 17% chance the kids will follow. When a father comes to faith, there's a 93% chance that his family will follow. Why do you think there is such a huge attack on masculinity these days? Okay, here we go. Play. Interesting, right? You think that's true? You think those numbers are true? Mom starts following God and only 17% of the kids follow. Dad starts following God, it's a 93% rate. The whole family jumps on board.
Maybe.
For those of you who are new here and you're like, well, why would you follow God? Why do you need religion? Hey, man, people need values. That's the whole thing. For those of you on the right who don't understand what happens, the left has no values or morals. They don't even, but it's worse than that. They don't even know what they are. They don't understand what values and morals are. The second they start talking about values and morals, they kind of just go to sleep. They don't have anything tangible or poignant. That's why that's why you can't get your head wrapped around the fact that, like, why don't they see abortion as baby killing? Like, you just can't but they don't have values or morals. You have to understand that. Everything is just pseudo intellectual nonsense. All the shit flipping around in their mind. They rename shit. They're like pupa. They're not even real flies. They're like larvae. They're like, but it's women's rights or it's reproductive rights, or they make some shit up. They come up with these ideas like gender. Like it's all just stuff in their head. They're not out here. They're not like we're out there being like, oh my God, they just sucked the baby out of the woman and the body parts are flying everywhere. That's definitely killing the baby. They're not doing that. They don't even see like that. So they have no morals and values. So that when people like me, when you're a libtard and you fucking finally turn from a pupa into a fly, you're like, it happens and you pick up some values and morals. And you start living by values. It was like, I liked it the way Sarah Sigmund's daughter explained to me. When you have values, it's something that no one can take away from you. And like, you can really be truthful to. You can change your values, but it's like an important part of a healthy person's identity that they have values. That's how you know you're a healthy human being, because you start having values. You've like matured into the next level. And they just don't even have that. They don't have values or morals. They can't even. They can't. When you use those words, they go unconscious. That, yeah, they want compliance. Maybe that's one way of saying it. It's fascinating. So, Sevi, what do you think will happen at the Iowa caucus today? I don't know. It's a good. I should be following that more closely. I haven't been following that. I've just been. I saw the headlines that Trump was beating up Vivek, and I read some stuff that Vivek says he's not going to fight back. So yeah, sorry, ET. So going back to that. So the fact is that when I think of religious people, I don't worry. When you're on the left, you're like, fuck, they're so weird. They believe in God, and they get all flipped out. And I understand. I used to be like that. But now that I've graduated from that fucking simpleton mindset, I see people with religion like, oh shit, those are people with values. That's all I think. They're people with values and morals. regardless of whatever religion you are. And those morals and values were bestowed upon you by whatever your higher power is. All right, that's it. Thanks. Oh, maybe here's one more. 344. Where's his mom and dad? Oh, that page is gone. It's always weird when pages vanish. Oh, how about this? 343. One more. WTF. 343. I like this girl's face. I hope she's cool. I hope she doesn't say anything stupid.
What is 15 times 4?
15 times 4.
Gosh.
20, 32, 23.
24. 48. 48. It's 48.
I'll say 48 with her.
I'll say 48.
Final answer.
48.
What is 15 times 4?
First of all, the girl asking the question can't even talk, doesn't even speak English. I mean, what the fuck kind of, she's like talking with a bag of marbles in her mouth. That can't be real. It can't be real. Come on. Come on, Sevi. That's you're just pushing propaganda that people are stupid. There's no way that David Pan's coming on the show. You guys remember him? 331. He's got. We tried to have him on. He was in his basement. The Asian dude who's running for Congress. He's still coming on. 331. I'm not even going to erase that. I'm going to leave it. I like this guy a lot. This guy used to be a libtard too. Fellow Eltardian. Here we go. David Pan.
Campus diversity offices, in addition to undermining the ideals of hard work and merit, are actually also suppressing diversity on campus. The best example of this is the diversity statements that are required of all applicants to faculty positions at the University of California. In these statements, applicants are required to outline the way they support diversity, equity, and inclusion policies in their professional lives. And so if you disagree with these policies, you're essentially disqualified from employment at the university, or you have to lie on the statement. So in fact, what we're doing is we're breeding a faculty of conformists rather than thinkers. This is a tragedy for American higher education.
God, that's some concise fucking talk, huh?
Yeah, he speaks pretty well.
God damn. I hope I can be calm when he's on. He's going to require me to be very calm in order to let him speak. Okay, three. Sorry, are you good with time? How are you? Yeah, I thought I was going to end the show, but now I'm getting excited. I'm finding some shit in here. 321. This is how they normalized autism. Listen, people, do your research before you give your kids drugs. Please do your research, especially if you're having new babies. Please do your research. Just scratch the surface. Just 15 minutes a day for like a week. Please, just read some shit. Here we go.
If I'm being honest, it might have been a nightmare. For anyone who might thought I could fly.
Pause this. Look at this is a commercial in Canada showing kids having heart attacks. They're normalizing it. They're normalizing kids having heart attacks. Nuts. Here we go. Keep playing.
Nobody cried. Nobody even noticed the sudden standing right there. I had a dream.
Guys, kids don't have heart attacks. Kids aren't. Fuck. Man, they're just going to normalize this shit. They're just going to normalize this shit. I see you, Dan. I see you. I see you. I see you, Dan. On what channel? Probably kids being raised on iPads instead of parents. For sure. 100%. Uh, 318. I learned it from TV. Whoo. Oh, I love this. Hey, this is the exact same thing. Remember the guy we had on, Xavier? And he learned that white people were racist from TV. That's where he learned it. He didn't experience it. That's where he learned it. That's where he learned it. Here we go.
Do you think in your mind made you think maybe I'm not just gay, but maybe I'm trans? When did you first have that sort of a thought?
Yeah, I was 12. I had no idea even what being transgender was until I saw it online and I saw it on TV.
So what you're talking about is culture, and culture matters.
All I wanted was a miracle. We turned to that gender clinic because we were desperate. We were vulnerable. Like, I just didn't want to live anymore. They'll tell you, if you want to look good and be treated better, start now. Start young. I discovered a surgeon from TikTok. Even just a month, 2 months in, something was really wrong. Every single day, the pain was worse and the bleeding was worse. I would try and call the doctor. I would say, there's just no way that this is what it's supposed to be like.
He sounds like an absolute monster. I want you to know that I am so sorry for what happened to you.
Everything that they had told us was a lie.
How does it make you feel to know that there seems to be almost a conspiracy to stop this truthful narrative?
I know I've already been threatened many times, me and my family.
Even us having this conversation is a risk.
It's a story that needs to be told.
That's a dude that had its penis chopped off through a doctor on TikTok. Holy shit. Imagine being taught that. Don't give your kids cell phones either, people. So easy. But Sevia, they need to be safe. I'm worried about them. They need to be safe. Then fucking pick them up from fucking school and take them to jiu-jitsu. Have them train jiu-jitsu from 3 o'clock to 7 o'clock at night. Take them home, feed them, and put them to sleep. That's it. Yeah, I do blame the parents. I blame the parents 100%. 310. We never. So I know some of you forget this. I forget this. Dan, listen up. I am the greatest chief marketing officer that the planet has ever seen. I ran everything forward facing at CrossFit Inc. as it grew to become the fastest fucking growing company on fucking planet Earth. All the continents, 15,000 gyms, head down, just grinding. And when I would meet other fucking chief marketing officers or other executives, it was so fucking weird. It was like I'd lived on a different planet than them. They were like adults and I was like a preschooler. They were smart. I was stupid. They fucking knew everything. I knew nothing. They spoke in acronyms. I was fucking clueless. We never, ever talked like this. But hey, man, this is the way the rest of the world talks. You don't have to participate in this shit. Don't think you do. And you don't have to run away either. You don't have to run. You don't have to be a pussy and pack up your shit and fucking leave the country like a fucking coward. You can stay and fight. You can be yourself. You don't have to run from your problems and your demons. Okay, here we go.
One thing you hated about corporate America?
Number one, gotta be company lingo.
Yeah.
Dude, I don't know how it was in education, but dude, in the sales world, it's like everyone's a robot. Everything they say, like, everyone's always like, let's get the ball rolling, keep the ball rolling. We don't work at a bowling alley. Like, that's the only person that should ever say, get the ball rolling. Dude, it was tiresome. I think I got a text message. I got a text message saved from my boss. Dude, actual text message from a former boss who shall be unnamed. Terrible human being.
Here we go.
Hey, team. Let's touch base on the deliverables for the upcoming project. We need to prioritize the low-hanging fruit first. Then let's take a deep dive to create innovative solutions. We need to make sure we leverage our core competencies and synergize with other departments. We need to be proactive, not reactive, but proactive when it comes to thinking outside the box to drive home our key results. Remember, we are aiming for maximum ROI and seamless integration. Let's go ahead and circle back next week to ensure we're aligned, on track, and really have the ball rolling.
I want to quit, dude. That was so.
I'm so happy she fired me.
That was so self-indulgent, dude. Like,
I'm never going back to corporate America.
What's the number?
Dude, it's crazy. That's exactly that. It was all. Anytime I met people outside of CrossFit, that's the way they talked. I didn't even know what they were saying. It was like they were on a fucking foreign planet to me. It's like they were aliens. Do they talk like that in the military?
No.
You guys got to get shit done.
Yeah, we don't do that. We yell at each other and tell each other that we're retarded.
Yeah, that's good.
Shit like that.
That makes my skin crawl. Yeah, it took me a while to figure out. At first, when I would hear that talk, I was like, man, I'm clueless.
None of it makes sense.
And then finally, as I got distance from it, I was like, wow. I got Tranny Caleb in here still. Just in case I ever want to revisit him. Imagine dragons. Imagine me dragging these nuts all over your face. There's so many of those.
Classics.
Uh-oh. What's this? Oh, this is great. Portland, Oregon has a no-touch policy. So if someone's stealing something, you're not allowed to touch them. 291. My God. No touch policy. Here we go.
What are you doing? Say what are you doing, bro? What are you doing? Say what are you doing, bro?
Dan Guerrero, HR people trying to keep their jobs by sending cheerful emails showing they're not actually doing any work, just want to continue to contribute work. Yeah, 100%. 100%. Man, when we used to deal with Apple, it would be crazy. I'd go over to the fucking mothership over there at HQ, at Apple HQ, and the middle management was so thick. Same with Facebook. Like, you'd go into these meetings and it'd be me and a couple of dudes from CrossFit. We'd be in a meeting with 10 people from Facebook, and they would make a presentation to us. And then anytime you wanted to talk about, like, hey, well, what can we do? Can we execute on it? It was always these crazy timelines, or then they had to go back and talk to someone else. You felt like there were so many people below them and so many people above them that you were just kind of floating in this abyss. No one had any power to actually pull any trigger or do anything. We were not like that at HQ at all, at CrossFit HQ at all. In my country, you got body slammed. You mean for stealing like that?
Yeah, what's the point of having security if they're just going to stare at them as they walk out?
I guess it's supposed to make it so people don't want to steal. Sevan's dog is not American. Like, doesn't live in America.
That's weird. I thought they did. Someone's dog is Mexican.
Oh, no shit. Is it?
What Mason says.
Swiss. I got a Swiss dog. Those countries like that have tight borders like that, their dogs are weird. Like if you go to to Ireland and you'll be like, hey, what kind of dog is that? Someone's like golden retriever. You're like, what kind of dog is that? They're like a lab. You're like even their animals have been inbred. You know how the people are off a little bit, eyes are a little close, too bulgy. You know what I mean? Like the Irish, like Icelandic people, you're like, something's just different about you. You've been keeping it close to the hip, haven't you? That semen close to the.
A little too close.
Yeah, their dogs are like that too. Like, I'm sorry. No, Pedro for Irish. Pedro's pretty normal looking. Mason Mitchell says like Pedro. No, I think Pedro's pretty. But you know who I'm talking about. You've seen those Irish people. But yeah, their dogs are like that too. It's so weird. All right. Tomorrow, Tyson Bagent, we'll find out what is going to be the NFL's greatest quarterback who ever lived does in the offseason. Do they even tell him he gets to keep his job? I wonder what that's like. If he's in limbo, or does he know which team he's going to go to? We can ask him anything we want tomorrow. Excuse me. All right. Make sure you sign up for the membership for the behind the scenes. Sevan, can you have Can you have more female guests on? Starting to think you are sexist. I just had who did I have on? No, I can't. Sorry, I am sexist. Can I go with that? That would just get me past this, right?
Right.
Yeah. Do we have girls on the show? Oh, I had Jennifer Say on. That was cool. She's a girl. I mean, I have proof. You don't have proof that any of the people I have on are guys.
Dang, checkmate.
Yeah, motherfucker. I stole CEO shirt from Wazzy. You know what? If you did that and you wear it, I'm stoked. I'll pay for it for you. If you did that, and that's fine. Just please wear it. Don't turn into a rag or something. I do want to have Emily Rolfe on. I'm really into her. I like her a lot, and I really liked her husband. They were cool. Oh fuck! I just saw my Kaiser. I looked at my emails just now. I got reminded I have that Kaiser appointment tomorrow. Okay, I'm going to go in there. Do you think they're going to take my blood pressure and all that? Yeah. Even though I'm going in there just for a picture of the mole. Hey, you think it's going to be a shitty camera, worse than my iPhone?
Probably, yeah.
Should I even say anything to him? And here's the thing too. Sorry, I don't mean to be racist, but it's going to be a Latin woman with asymmetrical haircut who's 100 pounds overweight, who has a septum ring, who's my nurse. I just know how Kaiser rolls.
Oh yeah, it's the intake person.
And yeah, and I'm going to be sitting down for 30 minutes, and right when I stand up, she's going to take my blood pressure. And then she's going to sit me down again.
Yeah,
you pulse and all that. There won't be any hey, take 5 deep breaths. They're just
no, they ain't got time for that. You got to do it right away.
And then she'll weigh me, and I'll be like, but I got a bunch of shit in my pocket. She's like, it's okay. I'll take off.
We'll take 10 pounds.
Yeah. I'm just
I know the tricks.
Talk about some fucking objective measuring to do that. I guess that's the first thing in science. You have to make an observation and then measurements. And I guess just right away, I guess when you go into the doctor's office, first of all, they don't make any observations right away. They do some fucking shitty measurements. Wow, look at this. Do you see this? This is crazy. Stephen Flores, my girlfriend's a medical assistant, very normal with a nice rack and works at Kaiser. Not at this Kaiser, not Kaiser Watsonville.
Hopefully you get her.
And I'm going to be sitting in the waiting. You guys want me to take pictures of the people in the waiting room and post them online and like scribble out their faces? I'll be in the waiting room and the whole time I just look at people and I think to myself, I'm pretty sure I'm not the same. Like I'm at the veterinary clinic. Oh, Clovis. There's a lot of Armenians there. Wow. Clovis, California. Wow. It's a long drive for me just to see your chick's rack. Wow. Holy shit. Oh my goodness. There's always a lady in there with 2 kids or 3 kids, you know, trying to feed snacks to her kids, corralling them. Everyone's got like 5 jackets on in there. Half the people will be masked. What if they asked me to mask up? Oh my God.
Don't do it. It's not worth it.
They probably hand out suckers. That's true.
We've got a jar of them on the front desk. We gravitated towards stickers. We would just give away stickers instead.
The Kaiser I'm going to is in a strip mall. I'm not even going to a hospital. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, it's like one of those urgent care kind of things.
And it's the biggest building in the strip mall. It's kind of big. It's like the Home Depot went out of business and the Kaiser took it over, but it's in the strip mall. And so when you walk in, you know, like a place that's built like a hospital, it's organized. So you're like, okay, there's the front desk, there's the seating. They got signs that say like fucking oncology. This doesn't have any of that. It's just you just walk in and everyone knows where they're going because they're frequent flyers. So I walk in, I don't even know where the front desk is. Like I just look around. I'm like, where do you check in? Because none of it. Yeah, it's so bad. It's so bad. I don't know when Dale Saran is coming on. Soon. I read the whole month of people yesterday. The end of a show.
Next week, Thursday.
All right. If not, do I have permission from you, Sevi, to make a CEO Speedo with a bush on it? Like one? Or like a whole line of them? All right. Thanks, guys. See you tomorrow. Tyson Bagent, 7 a.m. Oh, there is another show today. And it will be after I work out. I'm going to be pretty pumped up. There's a Dave Castro weekend review of the weekend review. Also, if you haven't seen the behind the scenes, episode 4 is out. And I'm excited to show you the content Patrick Rios got over at Wodapaloosa. It's going to be amazing. All right. Talk to you guys later. Bye.